connected the two and just shook the shit out of it.
Very intelligent person, very fun, very charismatic. I will definitely miss him.
No dots. It's just a flatter rectangular prism.
I immediately thought like science class when you take 2 soda bottles and you make a vortex or whatever and you take them together and you just shake it.
Ryan just turned the whole thing this way to take a picture of it, but then it went backwards.
Is it a mechanical pencil, this orange?
Blue.
Fuck.
He had really good plastics.
I chose them as the mole the first round.
So it's gonna take me a second to get over this.
Vishnu.
That's religious?
Alrighty, funny!
Sorry, Brian, but you are the mole's second victim.
For the first assignment of round 3, players work 2 at a time to solve a puzzle box. The 2 executed players are rolling dice. Every time they get a double, one player rotates out and a new one starts. They have 40 minutes to complete the puzzle and earn $10 per side solved. Off camera, a decision was made. The group chose Nancy as the most trustworthy. Nancy was given the responsibility of choosing the order players participated in a separate assignment that runs concurrently to the puzzle box. Nancy decided the order would be the same as players attempting to solve the puzzle. Darnell is the first to attempt the bags. In this assignment, 13 bags are set up for the players. Most bags contain rewards. Starting with the first bag, players will look inside and either claim it for themselves or pass and look in the next bag. However, once a player passes, they can't go back to a bag. And these rewards aren't replenished, meaning players who go early have a higher chance of getting something good.
Exemption.
Ooh.
Oh,
What is it? What is it?
$5 for myself. 11, 12, 13. Oh, so there's not one, I mean, there's more than one for everyone.
Theoretically.
Oh, I'm taking this one.
Wow. What is that?
Black exemption.
Wow, where'd you get that?
There.
I want to look at the box so see if there's like a way we can tell.
Yeah, how do we know?
Order. See if there's any numbers. That's what I'm trying to look for.
Or is that a 1?
You keep doing that. I'll keep looking.
There's one star on this side facing me at the top.
There. So okay, we start with this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Wow.
Boom.
I don't know how you figured that out.
So with the limited supply, I'm only the third one to go, so it's looking pretty good for me. Okay, $10 for the pot. No thank you. 10 tickets. I think it'll get harder to resist up there. I'll just take, oh my gosh, 2 jokers. It has to be better, like it has to get better, right? Or is that the gimmick, like, offer something good and then it's all trash? It's like 1 ticket. Fuck you. -1 to your score.
What you must think of me.
You know, I'm gonna take, this is good through Final 8, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna take 2 jokers.
Green edges. Green piece right here. Not there? Almost. And I don't want to break it up. There you go.
Sorry, I'm trying to...
Oh, this is the bottom part.
$10 for the pot.
No.
10 tickets. I've never won a raffle in my life. $15 for the pot. Very cool. Oh no. 1 minute time credit. So that's like...
Subtracted from your quiz time.
I think I'm already the fastest. Okay. Joker. Oh, is there two somewhere? There's only one missing thing though. People probably... One Joker. Is that the best thing? I do like Jokers. I'm gonna pass. No, I didn't do 15. Oh, come on. $25 for myself. Oh, an American. That is a lot. That's like $40. No. Oh, I should take the Joker. $2 for the pot. LOL. Nothing. Oh, that would have been 2 Jokers, I'm so sure. But I really feel good about these. Nothing. Should have taken that Joker. And nothing. $15 for the pot. Pass.
1 Joker. I know like the more down the line that I go, the less likely I am to get something. I'm at least going early. There's only been 1 blank card, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In essence, there's only 3 that would be blank from here. So I'm gonna take my chances and I'm gonna pass on this. Nothing, no. I should have gone for the Joker. 9, 10. $2 for the pot. God damn it, pass. I'm guessing all these are gonna be empty. Empty. And I just, nothing. Alright, great. I should have gone for the Joker.
Oh, I'm still here.
Continue sorting these into like
Oh, I can't go there.
Oh, you did halves.
Well, it doesn't go there, but I can't get it to come out. Shit.
I
just keep switching dice every time.
Wait, so I'm behind Nancy, so then what I...
Oh, switch!
10 tickets. I have enough right now. Nothing. $15 for the pot. No. 1 minute time credit. So like 1 minute.
Off your quiz time.
Oh, like this. Thank you so much. I would not. I don't want anyone else to have that.
$10 for the pot. $10 tickets. We're moving right along here. This one was taken. 1 Joker. I'm taking it.
Where did they go?
That sound effect is so versatile.
No. What was behind your back? Shit. Okay. Hold on. I don't see you.
This is 10 tickets. $25 for yourself? So, this is like one of my 2 gas tanks to get home. Why am I most tempted by this? No one else took this. Why didn't they take it? I would hate for Spencer to end this game without giving someone money. There's only 4 bags left. 1, 2, 3. Ah, this is so stupid. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, $2 for the pot. People would really love that. Okay, this would be really bad to, like, keep going. But I'm going to keep going. Oh, this is empty. Someone must have taken this. Oh, this is empty. Someone must have taken this.
Oh. Oh. I'm gonna take nothing.
It doesn't look like it is.
Yes, this is $10 for the pot, and I'm gonna pass on that. This is 10 tickets. And I'm not gonna get greedy, I'm gonna take this.
$10 for the pot.
Try this one right there. Closest, yeah. Oh, wow. Good call.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
Switch.
Oh.
Good one.
Switch.
Wow.
Switch.
Oh my god.
Blank. Blank. There's... Okay, wait, sorry, I have to do math. There's 11 people left, there's 13 bags, and I'm one of the last people to go. I'd rather have nothing than be a hero. Nothing. Blank. Blank. I don't think there's gonna be anything left. Oh, a laminated nothing. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna take 5 tickets.
How are you at puzzles?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Better than them?
probably not all of them, Jake.
No shade, just facts.
Can't even argue with that.
Fun stuff could potentially be left in here. $10 for the pot. Should I risk nothing or should I stick with $10 in the pot? Nothing. Let's go for more nothing. And some more nothing. Oh, $15 for the pot.
Big money.
Let's keep going. And let's go some more. And one more time. Still nothing. And again. And one more time. $25 for me. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it.
These brown pieces.
1 minute, 20 seconds.
Oh god.
What happened to the one with the...
Switch.
Switch. There was some that had magnets? Yeah, there was a couple that had magnets.
Switch. Switch.
Oh my god.
Look for the magnets.
Maybe something like that.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Check.
I like that. That is incorrect.
No idea.
Switch.
So it's going to be this. There's something that goes on top of that.
Okay.
Sandwiches.
I don't see it at all.
But then
This is so
also
stressful for
all the
us.
magnets are in.
I don't know. I'm just trying.
Switch.
So...
You.
Like there's nothing we have that's a torpedo shape. Confusion. Try that and these.
And that is time.
Good job.
Maybe you put them on there. Yeah.
The players are unsuccessful, netting no money for the box assignment.
There was a lot of sus things happening for the bags in the box. Let me tell you.
We had to do this crazy puzzle, and we sucked. We were really, really bad.
I'm not great at puzzles. I'm good at putting like the puzzles together, but like all the added stuff in there, I figured the little arrow parts had something to do with it. I just didn't know when they came in. But I feel like some of the players should have been better at that.
There was a lot of subtle sabotaging going on, myself included, kind of putting in incorrect pieces, and they kind of were left in there for a while.
In the fifth assignment, there were people doing things, some more overt than others.
Suspicions that I've seen, I'm not gonna take too heavily into seriousness and suspicion because It's the first day.
The first challenge with the puzzle, right? That was the puzzle. The challenge with the puzzle. It kind of led me to a new suspect, which is interesting.
I would say that the entire mission was suspicious. I think it was a mission that was incredibly easy for people to sabotage, but I also think it was the most difficult mission that we've had so far.
There wasn't really anything to go off of. I feel like everybody was pretty true to the puzzle.
And I suck at puzzles. It's kind of my nightmare challenge, to be honest. Like I said, even yesterday, I'm like terrible at jigsaw puzzles.
There were people putting puzzle pieces in the wrong place. There were people sliding puzzle pieces a little further away.
People putting puzzle pieces where they shouldn't go, palming puzzle pieces perhaps. There's a lot going on during that challenge.
We're really all over the place with the puzzle, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint one thing that really stuck out because we were all just a absolute disaster and shit show.
I caught Preston doing some shady things in that challenge. He was not moving too quickly. I could tell he was not actually focused on the puzzle. And I think at one point I saw him take some pieces apart. And so that was a very suspicious thing for me.
I know Preston's methodical, but again, I feel like he was very slow with everything, kind of like he was with the directions.
I myself decided to take my sweet time with the mission. I think I maybe put a couple pieces on there, so that was one that I didn't particularly try as hard on.
Still got my eyes on Clark. I think, yeah, he's being very shady. He's like being bad at puzzles, and I'm like, this guy does orgs. This guy hosts orgs. He can do a puzzle.
Darnell's very bright, and in the puzzle, I noticed as it was my turn that the wrong puzzle piece was in place. It obviously did not belong there, barely fit there, so I pulled that out, set it down. So next time around, Darnell's 2 ahead of me and goes, oh, I think this goes here, and puts that same puzzle piece in the same wrong spot.
There were a couple times where I would try to I fit the same piece into the puzzle. That was clearly the wrong piece, just so someone would notice.
Darnell's brighter than that, I think, though, and would have recognized that that pattern did not fit there, so he's kind of on my radar.
The people I was most suspicious of there that I saw doing different things were Katie, Darnell, and Chad.
Darnell was encouraging, but I also thought he would be quicker to pick up on the puzzle.
As far as the bag, I have a little bit of insider info on kind of who got what, so that's exciting. And I personally got a Joker out of it.
First of all, the way Nancy just picked the list, that in and of itself is sus, but I think that also just might be Nancy.
Okay. First challenge, since I got to pick the order, I really didn't find anyone sus.
It was really interesting that nobody took money in the bags, but I mean, I guess I could have taken money too, but it's fine.
The sketchy behavior as far as the bags, I think we were all sketchy in that one. I think at that point, clearly because nobody took any money, including myself. Well, I guess I did take $25 in cash for myself, not for the pot.
Darnell told me that he took bag like 7. Darnell was first, I was second, and the number 11 was blank. So I know he had to take it because no one else was out there. So, and then he said, oh, well, maybe I got mixed up. So I thought that was kind of shady.
But Courtney was very conservative. I noticed that Courtney went for number 3. So that's a bit odd there.
And the amount of stuff that had nothing, I think people were lying to me about what they got as well. So I still got my eye on a few people.
For the next assignment, players would break into 2 separate groups. First, the Good at Art group. Brian A., Carrie, Chad, Courtney, and Nancy. And then we have the Good at Math group. Ryan, Clark, Katie, Darnell, Alex, and Preston.
We call this assignment a portrait of some artist. You will not be creating art though. Your teammates will be creating a series of portraits. It will later be your job to determine whomst is being depicted in said portraits. In the meantime, you will be completing a test to help determine how much money their portraits will be worth. So it involves the items laid out in the bumper pool room and in the bar area outside, as well as the sand bottles here. It will be obvious once the time starts how these sand bottles will come into play. In total, you will have 20 note cards to complete. So you use the note cards, you will use the sand, you will use the bottles, you will use the items in the 2 areas that I have described. And again, the more successful you are at this task, the more the portraits that your teammates will create will be worth.
The note cards instruct players on what they need to count on the inside and outside tables, and which sand to add to which bottles. For example, if there are more pink wrapped candies inside than pink wrapped candies outside, add green sand to bottle 3. If not, add green sand to bottle 2.
There's a lot of there's questions about the items.
As for the Good at Art team, each player is creating a unique portrait using odd materials, each depicting one of the 5 players or a former mole. Later, it'll be up to the Good at Math team to identify who is being depicted in each portrait.
Make a portrait of Sarah. You cannot use letters or symbols.
Gary will be making a portrait of Sarah using tissue paper and tape.
Okay. Yarn, scissors, and tape. Make a portrait of Logan. You cannot use letters or symbols. No?
That'd be good. Finger paint. Make a self-portrait.
Oh.
You cannot use letters or symbols.
Macaroni and glue. Oh, Missy!
Oh. Using pom-poms, make a self-portrait.
Okay,
Do not use
Courtney
letters or
will be
symbols.
making a self-portrait with pom-poms and glue.
So what I'm doing is I'm going to lay down the tape and then I'm going to stick the yarn to it.
Happy little yarn.
Yes.
Wait, Katie, do you know what you're doing in here?
Yeah.
In here?
You had to read the card.
Oh, yeah.
So there are exactly 40 more puzzle pieces outside. That's
Now you
not
can't
right.
see
Oh,
that
the marble's
one.
inside.
It's exactly 40.
It's exactly 40?
Yeah. There's 73 puzzle pieces, and then there's 33.
Okay. If there are exactly 40 more puzzle pieces, the marbles, add sand 2 to bottle 3 and bottle 7. To Preston, check and see how many balloons there are inside, and then come back here. Balloons inside.
I probably should have made the face bigger because now I don't have room for the glasses. I wish I'd have got Logan.
If not, add sand 3 to bottle 1. No.
See?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, that's not good.
Nineteen, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay.
Like we should have just literally just divvied out the cards.
This is the cookie mission all over again.
And it's like we fucking know this shit, and we still fall
do
into the
it
same
wrong.
crap over and over again.
We are all stars.
Did I even make a nose? I guess that could be the nose.
Time to look for tickets.
It's just like Logan.
19, 20, 21. Some protocol cards inside. 20.
23, 12, 19.
Yeah, this is fucked.
Yeah, we should have had like, I don't know. This is
fucked.
121. These puzzle pieces.
64 in here.
Oh, puzzle pieces, I believe. 64, 131, 121. 131, 121. 131. It's 121.
You should have had it holding your tooth that you did in your picture.
I can't do a tooth.
Oh, you can't? Why?
Tooth is a symbol. Or can I do a tooth?
Yeah, how is a tooth a symbol?
It's a very literal interpretation.
Are you good?
In what way? Just in general. This is fucked. This whole thing is fucked.
7.
With that, time has expired, and the Good at Math team has completed as much of the assignment as they can, though they don't seem to be feeling very confident about their work.
Hey, we screwed up.
Yeah, we didn't put enough sand in any of those containers.
I'm pretty sure if someone to record the inside of my brain right now, it would just be a bowl of tapioca pudding. And just a spoon, just like...
I have no words.
So, you will now view the work of your teammates and try to deduce whom each player has depicted.
Here are the completed pieces of art. The Sarah portrait was completed by Carrie. The Courtney artwork is a self-portrait. The Logan portrait was completed by Brian A. The Missy portrait was completed by Nancy. The Chad artwork is also a self-portrait. Now the Good at Math players will attempt to identify which person is being depicted in each piece of work.
So you have our 5 artists and our 3 former moles to choose from. Well, you need to tell me who is being depicted in each of them.
Okay.
This is Nancy.
Courtney.
These are terrible.
3 is... Shit.
This is Missy.
Are those boobs? I'm gonna say...
Interesting.
Chad. Chad.
Okay, this is Chad.
Chad.
I guess this is Chad.
Chad. 4 is Chad.
I think this is Chad. I think this is a tooth. Are these all women? We don't have enough women. What the fuck is happening here? There's no way that's Nancy, right?
Logan. Missy.
I just want to say this is Andy just for shits and giggles.
We'll go Logan.
3, I'm gonna say Logan.
I think this one is Logan.
I've never thought about Missy as pasta before.
1 minute.
Missy. Actually, I want this one to be Brian. Can I switch? Did I say something wrong?
No.
Shit.
Those are also glasses, but they're somehow worse. You had so much more to work with.
5. I have no idea.
Then I think
You have 10 seconds.
this is Brian.
Okay.
We'll do Logan.
Logan.
Brian.
Carrie.
Okay.
Let's go with this is Tyler C.
I'm gonna say Brian.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Missy, Sarah, Carrie. I don't even know. Is this a man?
Nancy. And then this person
10 seconds.
is
Logan? Okay.
Courtney. Some dude. Chad.
Brian W. and Laurel also had a chance to identify the artwork to earn money for the executed player pot.
Yeah, sorry, this is Chad. This is 2.
A portrait of some artist. So, this assignment had 2 parts. For the first part, our good at math team did some fun and exciting and energetic math problems that involved them running inside and outside, counting lots of objects, and solving some math problems involving sand art to determine how much the portraits behind me would be worth. How many bottles do you think you got?
10.
You did not get 10. You successfully got 4 bottles. So that means that every guess that you made correctly was worth $1. Who's responsible for this?
So I was trying to recreate the lovely Sarah.
So Carrie's portrait of Sarah was correctly identified by no one. Next up, who is responsible for this amazing portrait?
Me.
And who is being depicted, and tell us about it.
It is actually myself.
Okay, so this is a self-portrait of Courtney. Courtney was correctly identified by one person. Next, who is responsible for this masterpiece? Tell us about this moment.
Well, I mean, clearly, we all know who it is, right? It's Logan. It's Logan first.
So Logan was correctly identified by 4 people. Up next, who's responsible for this piece of work? Nancy, tell us about it.
Well, that is Missy and her bun on top of her head.
I did take it down since then.
Yes. And her glasses. I had to use glue, so when I got it, it wasn't big enough. Yes, I know it looks like, what was it?
Arthur. It looks like Arthur.
Yeah, it does, now that she said that.
So Missy was correctly identified by 2 people. Who's responsible for this moment?
Hey.
And whoops is this?
That would be me. Plaid. Beautiful plaid. And then I threw in soccer ball, like
I knew it was a
tooth. And a tooth.
So Chad was correctly identified by 3 people. So far, you've earned $10. However, our artists had a speed component to this assignment. If they could depict their portraits in the time that it took to boil an egg to the point that it is soft boiled, so a hard white but a runny yolk, then you will get a bonus, $3 a piece for each of them that achieved this. Let's see how Nancy and Chad did.
This is Chad's.
So we didn't do what they didn't do.
Look at there. Wait.
Oh.
Let's look at Nancy.
Oh, those are $3 again.
Carrie was next.
I see Runny.
There you are.
Yeah.
And Courtney.
Look at that.
Brian.
The hardest of hard molded.
Look at there. I mean,
That looks like a 5 for 5.
Yeah.
So it's like a $15 bonus to our artists.
Though some players had something to celebrate,
Rex, you are going to be so proud of me. I have 20 of these.
for one player, the game was about to be over.
Oh, the second challenge was really fun. I got to do some art. I created a beautiful piece of art recreating Logan, and 4 people got it right, which is great.
It's really difficult to sabotage art, especially when you're not given scissors or, anything like that. So there wasn't much to go off of.
We all were able to finish our art before the egg timer. And I feel like we all gave a good faith attempt.
It was hard to be shady in art when you didn't have much to work with. I'm surprised they got any of our pictures right, so I think everyone did well in that challenge.
People have started mentioning Carrie because of her very abstract interpretation of Sarah.
I was on the art team. Carrie drew a suspicious painting, so I definitely had my eye on her.
Can we please talk about Carrie's photo that she said was Sarah, but then why would you use bright pink glasses when Missy clearly has pink glasses and blonde hair? I don't know what she was thinking for that.
Her painting looked exactly like Missy when it was supposed to be Sarah. The pink glasses, the blonde hair, and it's not surprising that she didn't get any money for the pot.
Carrie's picture was kind of hard. The macaroni picture, choosing Missy with her bun and then Missy having her hair down, that was inherently hard.
I've ruled out a few people, not necessarily on purpose. Do I believe that? Maybe. So I don't know, we'll have to see how tomorrow goes.
Still trying to suss out from the math team if there was any shenanigans going on over there.
The art assignment was another shit show, in particular the math portion. So while what we did was fine, we initially had to go to Proch. When we would leave and come back, cards were moved, people were putting enough sand in the jar, so like sand would get covered up so you wouldn't be able to tell that that color was even in there.
A portrait of some artist. That was also an easy one for the math group to sort of just do whatever they wanted. It's very easy for people to put the wrong sand in the wrong bottle, maybe mess up a number or two. Like, I thought I did pretty well with counting, but it's very easy for somebody to sabotage that.
My group was full of some suspicious folks. Specifically, I keep coming back to Katie and Darnell.
I heard that Darnell did some shady stuff. Katie checked his work, and it was not accurate. And so Darnell is a little bit higher on my suspect list because of that.
I'm pretty sure I caught Darnell making the wrong colors on his.
People were like counting out loud to throw other people off. We did not. We just didn't organize it in the right way. So I'm genuinely surprised we got 4.
I swear I knew we had at least 10. Or like something high, like 8 or 9. I did not expect us to have just 4. So I don't know if someone intentionally threw the challenge or what.
I have some suspects, but I'm not willing to narrow down my quizzes at this time.
If I make it through this round, I am definitely not doing well in some early challenges tomorrow because I need to remind them how bad I am.
Okay. I'm not even close to being sure on who it is. Like, don't have a clue.
I found a bunch of tickets and I had to use them for the raffle. I won the penalty point and I gave it to Ryan because he's won just about everything. He has won everything in the bag.
Chad gave me a penalty point. What the heck, Chad? I mean, I did just get 3 advantages in a row from the bags, and so I don't blame him. He had no other choice, I feel like.
That puts a bit of a target on his back, as well as getting 3 of the 5 trophy room advantages. Ryan has a huge target on his back.
I had an exemption. I won it at the bags challenge, so pretty solid there. So I have no worries this round.
We'll see. I still spread. I haven't zoned in on like one particular person. I just really hope I was fast enough to like not lose in a tie.
Went in with a strategy of mostly spreading, starting to coalesce on about a group of 5 or 6 people.
I personally got a joker out of it. Just took my quiz and I utilized the joker.
I used my joker for this round because I didn't want that penalty point to send me home after day 1. So I'm hoping that works.
I went in a little harder. I'm a little worried.
I continued to hedge my bets. I played it risky.
I felt like I was a little slower this time. This was my slowest for sure of the 3 I've done.
My suspects, but now I've expanded that to Brian A., Ryan, Darnell, and actually Katie.
You could be close to the mole and still get very far, subtle foreshadowing. I think he did well this round, but I think he did well this round to cover his tracks.
Still pretty much splitting. I like this quiz better.
I would like to see day 2. And if I do get stage 2, I think it's likely I'll make it stage 3 this time.
Welcome back to your third execution ceremony at Who is the Mole, the live game All-Stars. We have approached the end of day 1. Unfortunately, one more of you must leave the game before we can end the night. The pot currently stands at $98. Funvault has taken the quiz, 10 questions about the identity and actions of the mole. The player who scored the lowest on the quiz knows the least about the mole and therefore must leave the game. Let's begin with Carrie. Brian. Alex. Sorry, Alex, but that does mean you are, unfortunately, the mole's third victim.
I'm sad to not be able to play more of the game with him because Alex is so fun.
Alex was just as much fun to play with this time as he was the last time we played together. He's hilarious, truthful with me. I miss you, buddy.
As a fellow runner-up, I know it hurts to go this early, but Alex was a very strong player, and he's definitely to be missed.
Alex was pretty sure when asked who I wanted to be here was the person I wanted to be here to be able to finally meet him in person, and he's everything that I had in my head and more, so it sucks to see him go.
I met Alex in season 2, and probably one of my favorites, so. I hate myself.
I am so sad to see Alex go. I can't say what, earlier today Alex actually was saying, like, if I get eliminated, you need to say this, and we can't say it because it would have to be redacted. But I want you all to think it right now.
Alex and like his engagement in the online community is a big part of the reason I'm here now. I think he has infectious joy and love of everything going on around him, and it was so much fun to play with him.
This one's a sucker punch. Like, Alex and I had never met before, but when we were playing games last night, it was like we'd known each other for like 20 years. I feel like Alex and I are going to be great friends. After this game is over, we had very similar senses of humor. We enjoyed a lot of the same things. He's just a huge ball of energy, and I'm really sad to see him go. So I will be doing a single box step in his honor.
I'm gonna miss Alex a lot. He was one of my best buds. Met him in season 2 from the get-go. We had our OG Hot Tub Alliance. And whenever I was around Alex, he would always be making me laugh. So I'm gonna miss him a lot.
Hello, I'm Alex Fiasco. I'm here to take a swing out of the competition because I'm not here to make friends. Oh,
Villains. Dastardly. I'm gonna say it. Thief.